And just to double check, this thing is officially running with the ignition on. Cloudbreak orbital station, good enough. Yeah, still a little bit rough. If we had that other tank installed, we could bring this down to like a good 54 hours, save us a bit of time. I mean, like 2 days is still a while, but like that's okay, I guess. Man. Gotta fix up our ship a little bit, trim the fat a bit, make it a bit leaner. Get that third helium installed, fill it up, and we'll see how it is then, I guess. We're carrying a lot of extra weight right now, though. I want the not Cloudbreak. I want K-Leg. Thanks. Hey, the bearing's pretty good. Nice. Right on. Safety is on, so... Well, no, safety off, really. Get that going. Maximize. Keep that low so we're in the green. Make sure there's nothing in our immediate path. That looks okay. Some of the stuff to RCS around. That'll be fine. We'll lightly turn to the left a little. Just to help avoid some of the crud that's out there. Yeah, that's looking alright. I think if Krug wasn't such a little jerk baby with a 2G limit, like, I think that's ultimately what's killing us here. just leave Krug home. Let Jillian pilot it. See what Jillian's limit is. It's probably like 4G or something, like not even an extra G. It's probably twice as many Gs. Man. There. That's pretty okay. And then I can just lightly RCS to slow us down. Most of the way. Bit more. That's looking alright. Max it out. Hello, hauler. Can I help you? You can go. It's fine. I'll wait here. Where are you? Hold on. What? What's happening here? Did they get who's hauling who here? Good work, Krug. So, as the day winds down, are you even tired, Julian? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, good. Yeah, you're basically ready for bed whenever. Krug to some extent, too. Actually, that's nice. I assume just about everything is repaired. Even that liquid helium? Okay. Oh. This deuterium tank needs a little bit of a repair, too. So I don't know... I'm pretty sure it's the helium that we're missing. I don't think it's the deuterium, is it? Oh, this is heavy water. Oh. Oh, okay. I never associated deuterium with H2O2. But alright. 1/2 of the 2-part fuel mixture that powers an internal confinement fusion reactor. Yeah, I mean, this is storing 44,000 kilograms of deuterium. It's in liquid form, but it's still 44,000 kilograms. And this is just 5,000-ish, so... Yeah, it's definitely the helium you go through big time versus deuterium. And the cryo, I'm not sure if we're using very much of that at all. That seems to be a super easy one. What are you repairing right now? Oh, some floor. Can you, like... screwdriver. Oh, I see. You're out of juice. Why didn't you say so, or do anything about it? 34,000 bucks, not counting the deuterium, which would be another 40,000. Well, I thought that get repaired, because it'll be like a couple thousand more. There. I'm keeping some N2 containers, an O2 container, and a CO2 can as just spare backup, because, man, you never know. This tow brace, I'm going to bring aboard onto my room. Just to get it off the ship, because I'm sure it's heavy, right? It's gotta be. Do we know? Oh, 90 kilo, that ain't that much, actually. Trade with the kiosk. And please have another towing brace. Although if I buy a towing brace, it'll probably be both parts of it, right? That'll be a bit annoying. But you're not selling one here, anyway. Although, well, no, because I bought from, you know, it might just be the one, actually. It'll probably be the one F2, but they'll have two in stock, and I don't think you've reset. It does not look like you've reset. Okay, fine. At 10:20 for it tomorrow, sure. Whatever you say, guy. We'll keep the towing brace on the ship, I suppose. Then if I happen to find one somewhere, then we can just throw it on. This door is fine. This door is fine. There's actually a couple doors there that were hauled onto the same tile. Two of those we can use for the hallway entrance. We're gonna go ahead and get things sorted here because I'm pretty sure I've got the floor and also the walls for it. Well, maybe not the floor, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I don't have a whole lot of floor on my ship, but we're gonna see if we can get a lot of this stuff sorted around then. Trim some fat. Yeah, I guess we go for Venus, like we'll estimate for a 3-day journey to Venus and see how it goes, I guess, huh? I wonder also if it's just like the autopilot, if I should just like, maybe it's better if I manually do it. Probably not. I'm sure the autopilot's way better than I am. I took some of the bonus extra stuff off the ship, just a little extra weight being trimmed. I've thrown this helium tank just in the middle of the floor because these things are so specific with where they want to go. They have this like 3 or 4 tile influence around them. The outermost doesn't seem to matter. Literally anything can be blocking that. I don't know why it's drawn. Like, at all. I'll uninstall this thing just to show, I suppose. But, ignore feeling unwell and flushed. My battery ran out while I had my helmet on. But if I go to install this thing, you see this general outermost ring here? No matter what's in its way, it doesn't matter, it can still be installed. I don't know why it's got that. It's these inner 3 technically, but mostly just the 2. The 2 tiles around the tank are what matters the most, and everything seems to be affecting that. Like, if there's another, there can't be overlap, basically, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know why we can't have just 2 HE tanks next to each other. It's really problematic, so we'd have to install this thing to be like massively in the way. I can't install it here because, oh, there's void over there behind that wall? I don't know why it cares. It's so troublesome trying to find out where I can put these things that it's, I don't know. So I've just kind of thrown that one there. Because I'd like to have just an outer room, like a door here and a door here, with outer room here, so we just helium, and maybe like a deuterium and cryo, and maybe another cryo, some racks in there just for funsies and decoration. Then that's all just nice and out of the way, but because of this massive ring that it's got to have clear of one another, it means that I'd have to have just a hallway the length of the ship with helium, cryo, deuterium, and it's like, what is all of this space? It's so much weight added onto the ship, but I'm not even sure if that's worth it anymore. I mean, it must be, right? I don't know. Crazy, though, what it apparently expects. I don't know. I throw that in there just to have the extra helium, though, just to see if that's enough. I honestly don't know. I feel like it's mostly Krug's G-force limitations that prevents us from actually doing something interesting here. Battery on. Just making sure it's all fine. It should be. We got 15,600 kilograms of HE3. 44,700 kilograms of deuterium. If we were to power on, how is that looking for consumption, generally? It's a lot. This thing eats just a lot of it just eats a lot. It simply eats a lot. It's definitely not deuterium though. This one container of deuterium, 44,000 kilograms of it, is just nuts. I feel like we don't have enough helium in these containers for it to be worthwhile. And with their weird xenophobia of one another, I don't understand. To have enough helium to actually make a trip in a decent enough time, I really don't know. Your ship would have to be this big just so you can fit 6 helium tanks in it. A little bit hyperbole, but you know what I mean. It's a bit nuts. It's crazy. I don't know why these things can't be next to one another. At least connected like helium's connect up or something, no? Come on. We'll double check and make sure that we've done all the refueling. I'm pretty sure we have. Make the payment there. I think I just like fly off towards Venus and see if we can make it, but good God, I dread the babying of these people during the trip. I can't find a towing brace. I'd like to tow ships. I think it'd be cool. Fixing up ships, making millions. I don't know what I'd be doing with the millions, but it'd be kind of cool to be able to do that. Currently, it's just like, I'm sick of the inventory UI. Like, I'm done with it. And I feel like I've already seen every item in the game. I feel like I've already seen all the ships in the game. So, like, I think I want to just basically see about going to Venus, and then we just end it here. Because, like, it's such a cool premise for a game, and a huge amount of potential for, man, like, actually just infinite depth, pretty much. Like, holy crap. It's like the immersive UIs and the in-game manuals and stuff for the manufacturer manuals, and maybe looking at product catalogs for different manufacturers and brands of stuff, and deciding what you want and need for what type of ship you're trying to run and what you're trying to do in this game. Like, it's just insane. You could do so much with this thing, but the performance right now and the way that the inventory UI is, like, it's just completely killing it for me, at least. I'm done with it. I'm so done with dealing with it. And that's no good. That's Cloud Break. I don't really want Cloud Break. I want like actually the Venus station. Because Cloud Break is, yeah, that's like on Venus. I want the orbital. Yeah. Okay. So then back to me. Just so we can get our bearing right at least. We'll do a bearing of like, yeah, 310 degrees-ish. That seems fine. 2.14 G right now. I mean, that ain't bad. Not horrible. Just those 2 extra thrusters is all. We do still have some spare RCS fuel. I didn't fill up the tanks, but I did make sure I saved some pretty decent ones. Kinda hoping we're okay here, holy crap. Okay. We are on our way at 13.2 kilometers per second. Which is kind of impressive. My delta V is... How am I going that quick? No, that doesn't make sense. My delta... I'm at 66 point... My delta V is only 7, though. 13? Well, no, I'm not. There's no way. Something's weird because of how the distance is working, I think. Yeah, no, I'm only 3.5. Okay. That makes way more sense. How is it figuring 13 delta V? Is it just like a bug because of like the distance or something? 3.57 everywhere I look. 3.7, but these are people that are moving around, so that's a bit different. Man, I've written 3.57 across the board. We go outer. How we looking? 22.7 relative? Okay, it must be some, like, change in gravity because of the sun. Or something. That must be it. That kind of makes sense. So then, like, something way out here. 24, 25. Yeah, I don't know. It's not as big of a difference as I would have thought for how far away those are. Holy crap. What even are these? Yeah, there's so much potential in this game. It's nuts. It's station, I guess? Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, so we're coasting at quite some speed. Okay, ignition is go. Let's head back on down. So considering our... See, like, it's acting like we're gonna go way off to the right, but like, based on what I click, and I'm not sure what that's telling me. Like, I click on something really far away, the relative velocity is massively skewed, which, okay, fine. These are huge distances, so there's probably some weird physicsy thing for that. But why does it also predict that my ship is suddenly just flying off to the right at a super duper high speed when I click something far out there? Hey, I found Venus orbital on first click. Nice. Excellent. Because now where does it say that I'm heading? Now that I've clicked that. If I zoom in, right now I'm currently going backwards, like quite quickly as well, according to this. Don't know why. Shrug. It makes me really nervous of plot course, and I feel like the plot course is going to be lying, but we'll see. So, generally max acceleration. Burn just about all of our reactant doing it. That'll be 56 hours it'll take. Ugh. It's odd that it's not like it's kind of a reactant thing, but like really we use a few less hours worth of reactant and it's not really reflected much in the duration, or is it? It's tough to say. Alright, well, we could burn like all of our reactant and get there in 56 hours. Or we get a little bit of wiggle room going, and we'll be there in just a couple hours later. I guess. If I were to disable the safety, let's say hypothetically, we were going like 3G and use our reactant. Man, Krug, we could be there in 44 hours. Or if it's maybe like 3.5 to 4G, 40 hours. 4G, 37 hours. I mean, I'd like to think that like just 3G is the max for people normally. I wonder how long the shot would last for him. Does it say? I don't think it says. I don't know. I don't know how long Gravicine is applied for. Like, could we pop a Gravicine, both of us, and just, like, blast off in 16 hours, maybe, and be there? Go, like, 7 or 8 G? Well, we'll safety off. Oh, it's forgotten my target now, has it? Okay, let's pause. It's gonna be a pretty short burst of... Well, that's another thing, too, right? It's a short burst of... How long actually are we going to be doing the boost? Like, how long are we actually boosting for? Because maybe I could Gravicine through. Should I go for it? I'm thinking I go for it. Let me see. Because it just shaves off a lot of time going like 1 extra G. Replot. We should probably pop a Gravicine first before we hit go, because you're probably going to just send me flying off straight away. I don't know how much of a, like, a ramp up there's going to be. Here's a couple shots for you, Krug. Decorate amorously. Yeah, that's sure. You good? That is it in? I expected like a message for the... There we go. Enhance high G tolerance from Gravis. That makes a bit. That's what I was looking for. You can also drop the trash pile. Used Gravicine. Alright. So I think Krug could probably handle 3G then. I would think. So, Black Horse. 2.95 G. Below like all of our reactant doing it. And engage. Thrust cycling's off. Well, jeez. Horse engage. 2.95 G. The dumbest thing I ever said. How are you doing? Doing all right. I love how you're working out during this massive high G. Not even bothered, really. Okay, yeah, that's too heavy for Krug. But that's what the suit here is for. Yeah, that fixes it. You just throw this suit on and ta-da. Yeah, that's perfect. That's good to go. No problem. I think Jillian though. Yeah, it's a bit heavy for Jillian. Understandable. What if we drop your toolbox? That helps. That alone is kind of enough. Okay. So that ain't that bad. We just gotta take care of our vitals. And we just, we fast forward a bunch, I guess. Radiating inner strength. You got a Gravicine on you still. We'll see if it lasts long enough. I suspect it'd be the thing that lasts just like an hour. I don't know. Disheveled, tired. Yeah, it's sleeping time, so you can like sleep and stuff. I know you don't wanna, because you're you, and that's how the AI is in this. But man, it's sleepy time. Go to roster, set Krug to sleep time 2. Hey, what am I doing? Select Jillian, auto task, select Krug. Also auto task. Super fast forward. Do we get any risk factors here for anything? Does Krug just die because the gravity injection's gone? 1 times free time, 5 times resting, 6 times sleeping comfortably. No repairs done. Makes sense. I mean, we're rested. You still have the gravity buff. It's a long way. It's about 12 hours from now. Shuttling by quickly. 15 hours, 17 hours. There was a maneuver just then. Okay, so we're like in 19 or so hours. We're doing a very, very slow turnaround. I imagine that's going to be, it's in 18 hours. It's about halfway through. We slow down. And I'm assuming that's going to be the brakes then. So we may want to pop another gravity then in like 16 hours. We'll see about that. And when it comes time for us to actually start going, it looks like you're gonna park me like at the front door. Holy crap. Autopilot's great, huh? Yeah, it's like perfect. Very good. But with the zones though, is it so simple? Where is their zone? Do they even have a zone? Because I'm looking for Venus orbital. It looks like they don't even have a zone. So I guess we're just going straight up. Yeah, okay. Pretty much, I mean, that's looking pretty good. It looks like it's going to be up to me at the very end there to do the rest, which is fine. Okay. Reset. Head back to me. Zoom out a bit. Cool. Well, I'll have plenty of RCS to handle the docking. We are V relative though 638 kilometers per second. Allegedly, that's very fast. Just saying. It also appears to be accurate, which is a little more frightening. All right. We'll see. Good luck, Krug. Well, we're kind of sort of almost there. 6 more hours to go. We are in the deceleration phase that started a few hours ago. We're decelerating. We're down to 620 kilometers per second, which is still extremely fast. I'm still a little bit nervous about it, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know what that is. We're still like fast forwarded on the map a little bit, so sometimes it's just like a kind of display glitch, I think, for a lot of that. But man, this has been about as painful as I expected it to be. Like this message here, we no longer have enhanced high G tolerance. That sounds bad, right? Well, it's actually still okay because we no longer have the buff, but we instead have used gravity fading. How long? I don't know for how long. It's fading. But I can't pop another gravity because the previous injection hasn't run out yet. Okay, good. So at some point, I think in like another 12 hours or something, like halfway through the injection, it tells you that it's fading. So like in another 8 to 12 hours or something, it'll be dropped off, and I have to immediately inject again because we're currently going those high G forces. It's a real problem. You black out like real dang quick otherwise. Julian, you're still sleeping. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what to do for you. Because it's like, it's not your sleep hour? Yeah, you're still sleeping. I don't know. These people, they do not take care of themselves. They don't go to get food that's on the floor. They don't go to get food that's in the fridge, certainly. They, I think, eat from their inventory. Maybe. I think Jillian did that once. They'll drink from a flask that they're carrying, but I can't do that with Krug because Krug, if he has a flask, he'll constantly just spam cleaning himself and waste all of the water. But that's okay because I'm controlling Krug anyway because I need to be on top of this graviton injection the very moment it drops off. Which, since it's just 6 more hours until our destination, I think we're okay. Slash, the torch drive will have to be turned off and we have to RCS the rest of the way anyway, so I guess it's kind of fine. But, man oh man, it's been very frustrating babying them and keeping an eye on them and making sure they don't hurt themselves, and it's like watching a squad of toddlers. It's so frustrating. It doesn't help that, like, I don't really know how to read these bars either, because, like, everything's green, but also low. Help? I guess we're good. But, like, Jillian? Jillian hasn't eaten in, like, 20 hours because they've just been sleeping. But they're still just hungry, and it's only just brown, but it claims to be decreasing. But it's been maxed out forever. I've never seen this go red. When do they feed themselves, is what I'm wanting to find out. And when does hunger go red? When you're actively dying? Is it too late when it goes red? I don't know. I don't know. And then, like, bowels moving, it's gray. What's gray? I've also seen that with hygiene. It goes gray sometimes. Is gray bad? Is that medium? Because sometimes it's a full bar gray. And then these are brown. Are they just, like, color-coded based on, like, food and drink? Well, no, because this is encumbrance, which is also brown, which seems to be okay. I don't know. Krug's a little bit hot. It's just a touch hot in here. Really not a lot, just a bit. Apparently we're normalized at 26 degrees Celsius, roughly. I'm not sure why that's the target, but it seems to be the target. Everything's 26C, which is a little bit hot for Krug, but it's a really tiny bar, but it is red. So should I be worried? Is it okay? I don't know. It's going up. It's green now. It's mild temp. But it's still, it's red. But it's still a tiny bar. I don't know. I don't know how to read these things, which makes taking direct control of them a little bit scary, because it looks like they're really horrible, but they're not doing anything about it, so it seems fine. Whoops. Well, I just woke you up, so we'll see what you do, I guess. Turn your auto test back on. I turned it off because you were repairing rather than drinking and stuff. I don't know. We'll see what you do. For the moment, I don't have a payment. Okay, good. It's been like a late payment every shift. Okay, you're just doing some repair, which is fine. You can do it. Everything's topped off. Generally, our schedule is allowing for like a little bit of repair in the middle of the day, but otherwise just free time, just so we would talk, but we never socialize with one another. That doesn't happen. It never had. We literally never socialize with one another, and we're both dying for intimacy and social lives. But we don't talk to each other. We don't know. Everything is weird and strange. I don't like any of it. This is exactly what I expected this sort of thing to be. It's exactly what I dreaded. I hate it. I can't imagine having a large crew, which is really frustrating because it'd be kind of cool to have like a whole crew of people like doing things and doing maintenance and fixing stuff up and swapping out helium tanks and having a nice social banter in the canteen during food time, but the roster settings here, it seems to just be a suggestion, because you'll just happily work all the way through your sleep schedule. Sometimes you'll sleep during work, even though there's a sleep coming up. I'd rather you just only sleep when it comes time to sleep. When it's work time, you don't eat, you don't drink, you just work. If there's no work to be done, you stand there with your thumb up your bum and you just wait until it's time to eat, drink, or sleep. I'd really rather it be that type of black and white type thing, because this loosey-goosey fluidity in the whole thing is really, it's really just confusing. So with the duration of 5.5 hours right now, am I okay just to, I'm gonna save. Well, no, I think we auto-saved recently. We're gonna go 4 hours. Checking flight path, all clear. Closest approach to Venus at 9,900 kilometers. Distance plot to destination. Arrival time surpassed, right? So we'll just go like 4 hours. Krug has Julian Fitzgerald's back during a tough time, loyal. Whoa. Whoa, there it is. We're almost there. I can see it. Have you eaten yet? Are you gonna eat? Do you know how? "153 kilometers per second still. That's still quite a lot of speed. Are we gonna make it? I mean, I'll trust, but like, it's a lot to have to decelerate. It's looking pretty close. Look how much that just jumped when he became hungry. Like, what? I hate it. God. Isn't that our target over there? Oh, this is in 3 hours 60. Oh, okay. In 1.5 hours, it's like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. In 1.09 hours, that's how we'll be looking. Which looks pretty good. I'm really not sure if I believe it, though. It looks like we're going really dang quick. But maybe we're alright. Holy crap. Exiled from the human race. Chrome Paramore. Right, okay. Oh, hey, we see the zone now, by the way. So we should be, then, way too much. Holy crap, that's in 28 days. This thing gets really sensitive really fast. Ah, okay, I don't see your zone in the fast forward. Okay, well, I mean, if we do this right, yeah, it's like one square worth of zone. Yeah, okay. So we'll be entering the zone here at like this leg of the journey here. So like here-ish, maybe? In 38.63 minutes. Holy crap. Help, I'm confused. Okay. Sure. So like a half hour-ish. And then that should be turning off the torch drive because we're inside their wake zone. Yeah? Which means we gotta RCS it. Something's wrong with Gillian Fitzgerald. Yeah, they're filthy. Oh. The heck was that? Yeet. Looks fine. Okay, you did eat at some point. Okay, fantastic. I have no idea when you eat. I don't know. I don't know when the eating happens. It seems like they wait until like the very last minute to do it, but maybe it's just me always doing it way too early because I don't know how to read these bars, because to me a full bar that says that they're hungry, and when it's flashing that they're hungry when I look at the crew menu, I feel like that means that I should probably feed them, but apparently I can continue to ignore it and it's totally fine. Apparently.